Good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is the weekend workout where we invite you to play with your strength, roll around, and maybe even get upside down.
Ooh. That sounds like a great time.
Doesn't that? But
Just what I need.
Yeah, starting with our breath though. And for that, I'll be in that kneeling position. Lauren, I'm pretty sure if she had a choice, would get on the back.
Oh, we get to lie down.
Yeah, enjoy that morning floor. How cold is it? It is a little bit cold here in the studio, so I'm probably pretty fortunate to be here in the kneel. Let's check in with the breath. Good morning. Hand on the belly, hand on the chest. The first series of breath will be looking for room, so with the mouth lightly closed, take a breath in through the nose and fill the belly. Expand, create room, and slow exhale. Repeat one more time as we expand that belly with a breath in. And on the exhale, pull the belly button to the spine. Then take 2 breaths in the chest, breath in through the nose. And then slow out. Keep that belly button to spine. And one last time, breath in through the nose. And then slow exhale. Now breathe into the belly nice and big. And hold full for 4 seconds. And exhale. And breathe into that chest now for 4 seconds in. Hold full for 4 seconds. And slow exhale. Now for one last time, we'll take a big breath in. Hold. And then a big breath into that chest. Hold. And a slow exhale. Wiggle that out. Reset. We'll do one more breathing drill here for today. The quick breaths. I feel it energizes us, gives us that whoosh kind of feeling we look for in that exercise. We'll take big breaths in, and then for 10 in a row, little sniffs just keep topping up. After 10 breaths in, that's crocodile style on the exhale. Ready to go, Lauren?
Ready.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take a big breath into the belly. A big breath out, pulling the belly to spine. And again, big breath in. And then in.
I'm at 10.
And slow on the out. In the handstand, in the crawl, keep breathing today. Checking in and getting up. Oh, nice.
Getting up.
No assistance necessary.
Ready to go.
Take your time getting up. That was quite ballistic and amazing. From here, just some sets of body rolls, starting at the head neck and working our way down. At the head neck, start with the flexion. The chin towards the sternum. Then from here, reach forward like that ugly text neck posture. And then keep looking up to the stars. And then pull the crown of the head high as the chin goes low. And repeat one last time as we flex forward. Slow extend. As you can see by Lauren, if you're looking, the rest of the body doesn't move. Lightly connect the chin towards the sternum. And then let's reverse that wave. Extension first, pulling down to go up. And then reaching that face forward, tucking in the chin. As we reach up, we're pulling down on that scalene muscle group, and then to forward and in. And just a little reset of a little bit of everything there. That same wave through the T-spine of our body. Lightly connect that chin towards top sternum, just to control the head and neck movement, and pull the belly button in. Then from here, that's candy cane or roll, pulling the rib cage down, and then pressing the sternum forward, minimizing that head, little back bend there, and then one more time, pull the belly button in, candy cane flex, ribs to hips, press the sternum forward, contain the head neck, return tall, and then extension first now, as we go up and over that imaginary hurdle, then we'll candy cane forward, pulling the rib cage down, going back into that extension right away, and then that candy cane, pulling the belly button to spine. For the final one, pull the rib cage down and lift the sternum forward. Shake that out. Next at the hips. Let's do that posterior tuck of the hips where we scoop the hips forward, and then we'll anterior tip is to push our tail to the back. The knees might bend, as Lauryn and I will show here, and do a posterior tip under, anterior tip away. Posterior tip under, anterior tip away. Last one, post, and then tail back. Switch that direction from tail back, underneath. It might be the same. There is a different way to do that in there. Try to feel just a little bit more of those in there. And let's move to the knees. From here, it would be knees towards forward. The hips go back. The knees straighten up. The hips come through.
You don't need to sing.
Okay. A nice rhythm, I thought. Knees forward,
the hips go
back.
The knees
and then let's
extend.
do the other opposite there. So it's a little bit more of that hip hinge. And then we scoop down, knees forward, hips through, hinge back.
Hips go back.
You know it. Little
bend
mnemonics,
forward,
little rhymes.
Extend your hips to
And
toe.
through. All right. There we go. That takes care of my body waves. From now, little
Toe balances.
going with those toesies.
All right, get your feet underneath your body. Hopefully they're close to that position right away. From here, just grip the floor with your feet. Feel the weight in your heels. Feel the weight going out the lateral side of your foot, and hopefully your arch is slightly engaged so it's off the floor a little bit. You're dispersed through the balls of your feet, and every toe is touching. Now from here, gently press your hips forward and start to drift your weight into the balls of your feet and your toes. Don't go too high yet. And then slowly descend, keeping the knees straight. And can you shift your weight back without pushing your butt back to try to get weight onto your heels? So hips are still underneath you. Let's roll back through that. Balls of the feet touch at the same time. Toes come down. Start to drift towards that toe balance again. Knees stay straight. Maybe you're up a little higher. Let's do this 2 more times. Back down with control. Shifting back, trying not to let your butt push back behind you. And then roll back through the foot. Let's find level 3 of 4 here on our toe balance, so a little bit higher. Hold for a couple seconds. Maybe try to look around. Come back to center, heels come down. Last drift, squeeze your butts, keep extending your hips as you try to lift your feet off keep your heels heavy, lifting your toes and your balls of your feet. And then roll back through the front of the foot and go to your highest level of toe balance here. Highest level. Hold, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your butts, brace your core, find stability. Find stability, just a second. Okay, hold, 3, 2, and then keeping the knees straight, nice slow descent, heels come down. From here, we'll gently press our knees over our toes, keeping our body stacked, and then push into the floor to straighten. Let's do that again, knees go over toes, staying tall, and then pressing away. Find that balance one more time. Find stability right away. Hold, and then control the down. This time, knees are gonna go over our toes. Our butt's gonna start to sink lower as our heels slowly lift off the floor. Knees find the floor, nice soft landing. Use your hands as needed. Extend your hips through, squeezing your butts. Untuck your toes, sit back. Hang out on those ankles for a couple seconds. Now wanted to check out my feet there. Can we squeeze our butts, extend our hips, and then tuck our toes and sit back on those toes for a couple seconds? How does that feel? Do you feel your feet are winging out to the side? Can you keep them right behind you? And then again, extend your hips. Do whatever you want with your toes. And we're gonna warm up our wrists. So from here, we'll extend our arms. Hinge at the hips as our fingertips touch the floor. Have only your 4 digits down right now. So your 4 fingers are down and your callus line. Hold that for a couple seconds, transferring weight from your index to your baby finger with your elbows straight and your shoulders packed. Now press through the palm of the hand so that connects to the floor. From here, gently shrug your shoulders up into your ears. Those are your handstand shoulders, but right now we're gonna pull them down. With your elbows straight, try to rotate those blood donations forward, 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 and then relax them. And then rotate the blood donations forward, or these elbow pits forward, 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 like you're screwing in your hands for your handstand, and then relax them. And one last time, screw in those elbows to the wrists, Grip the floor with your fingers, gently send your shoulders forward, and then use your fingers to press yourself back. One more time, drifting forward, elbows straight, shoulders packed. Press with your fingers, that's what you'll need to do in your handstand. Back push so much, flick. Whew. Shake. A little sideways. We're gonna monkey around later, so let's get these lateral wrists warmed up. Through the fingers again, digits down, and then the palms. Nice. Shoulders set, down, juicing oranges. Elbows as straight as possible, facing forward. Push your right fingers into the floor, send yourself to the left. Push your left fingers into the floor, send yourself to the right. Wow, those oppositional forces coming through every day.
We had quite the physics class yesterday discussing all things regarding inertia.
It was all led by me, so let's
Newton.
take that.
The Newton was just like crazy here. Okay.
Now, palms lift away to the Newton.
The Newton.
Fingers, shake it out.
The Newtons.
One last wrist. No physics talks, promise.
Okay.
Palms forward, fingers down, then through the palm. Check out where your shoulders are. Let's elevate them. Handstand shoulders, but not now. Pull them down. Elbows are straight right now. Let's sit back, keeping our shoulders packed with straight elbows. Palms stay heavy on the floor, fingers heavy. Now gently rock forward. Add a bend to your elbows and try to sit back with that bend, holding that position. From there, peel the palms away from the floor, fingertips flick, and we'll stand up and then come back down. So in your sizes, sit here with your toes pointed out the back.
We said maybe splits just quick while we're down
right,
here.
the splits.
Let's do that quick.
The splits.
Was post up on that elbow. Post up in that side lunge. Making sure that that shoulder feels nice and secure. Pack it down. Lauren's cue to juice that orange. Pull the rib cage away from the ground. For a couple in a row here, just talk to and feel that top hip in extension. So squeeze your butt cheek at the top. That extends that hip forward. While we're extending this hip forward with a butt squeeze, maybe feeling the quad stretch, pull the bottom leg femur into socket. Hold that for a couple extra seconds, and then just relax that tension. Try to keep those shoulders square. I'm not sure where I am right now because I'm trying to look at the camera at the same time, but keep the shoulders square. The hips might be open. If we squeeze this back butt cheek one last time, it extends that hip forward. And as we're pushing this top hip forward, compress or pull in on that under bottom side. Let's hold that for a couple extra seconds and then just relax. Same thing, squeeze the back butt cheek, check, and then lightly extend that front leg. A little bit logistically challenged here, that's good. Gently at the ankle, plant or flex, so point those toes. And then same thing, extend that hip one last time on the top, and then compress, pulling that beautiful long leg of yours there, straight at the knee, point at the toes, pull it into that hip socket. Lightly relax that tension, bend the knee, press yourself up, maybe take a quick moment to enjoy the mer pose here. And then anyhow you want, let's just switch that out and do the same thing on the other side. Aerials over
I'm just
here.
brushing my hair in the mirror first.
We do not want to sing those songs because they stay in your brain the whole rest of the day.
Don't even think about them.
Okay.
Don't.
Shoulder over top of elbow. Okay, making sure that feels safe and strong on the armpit lat. Then we're in our 90-90 position down low. And with that top hip, we'll extend it, pushing, squeezing. Hit it. Is it tight? Do you want a glutes? Fire them up. Then that bottom leg again is pulling in. And then ease off the tension. Take a breath. Looking forward is good. Looking at the elbow down low might be helpful too. But for again, let's pull in on that top leg and pull in on the bottom leg and extend that top hip forward. The extension of one, that compression flexion of the other, and relax. Then set up a light butt squeeze again to extend the hip. Subtle extensions of the knee out front. Plantar flexing through the ankle, pointing the toe, just like in the handstand. Then again at that top leg, let's extend it, hips forward. And on the bottom side, compress in, pull in on that nice long leg of yours. Mine starts to shake when I do that. Straighten your knee, Lauren. There you go. And then just relax.
Oof.
She's going to call me out on straight knees. I want to call her out there.
Yeah, that's right. I was being a bit lazy.
So from there, just bend the knees, nice and easy. Press back to that mer pose.
Brush the other side.
Yeah. And we're gonna stay on the floor here and just get those longitudinal rolls going, otherwise known as
A log roll.
You or me?
You go.
Okay. So we're gonna set up those arms in the T shape on our back. Just take a big breath in and out. And just check in. Hopefully we're feeling nice and strong and nice and supple here today. I'll take my left hand and let's sweep it to the hip. So I'm giving myself a high five on my thigh. Then I'll take the hand towards the ceiling, reaching and rolling and flipping to prone or face down. Then I'll look at my other hand. So that's not going to be my right hand. I'm going to look at that right hand and connect it to my hip as well. And then roll over my body back to the T-shape arms. Let's switch our direction. So this will be my right hand giving me my high five on the thigh, then pointing to the ceiling, reaching and rolling to prone or face down, and then pick up the other side like a swim, reaching around and to our back. Let's do the same thing with our legs. It'll be a left knee bend for me, and then extend. Let the weight of the leg carry the hip over, sweep the hand, arm to the leg, ending up prone. And then same thing, the right knee will bend, we'll reach it to the ceiling, rolling to our back. From here, bend that right knee, extend it, let the weight of the leg carry over. The right leg and the right arm sweep low to prone, and then bend the leg of the opposite side, that's my left, arm towards the hip. And here we are on our back. Take another breath or two here. And then Lauren will take over a little kneeling lunge.
Come up slowly, but now.
And I just want to see who said hi here.
Hello. Into.
Hello.
Get out of the way. Into our kneeling lunge.
Better late than never and all good because you can watch it in the archive. Check it out.
Bring one foot up in front of you. Gently have your back toe tuck if allowed. Look back, making sure that heel or that bottom of foot is pressing away from you versus caving in or out. With your shoulders and hips square forward, gently tuck under and squeeze this back butt cheek. Now, as you're squeezing this cheek, drive down and pull on the floor, but don't drift anywhere yet. Just pull and hold and keep extending this hip and pull this leg in just like we did in our mer person. And then relax. Let's do it again. Tuck the hips under, squeeze this cheek, drive down. This time you're gonna pull so much you start drifting forward. As you drift forward, the knee goes towards over the toes, but you stay stacked and you stay tucked under. Right now, this is only as far as I can go. Otherwise, I would end up in this, yucky yuck. Stay tucked, hold, relax for a second. Now retuck, drive down. This time, press the floor away to tall, but extend this back hip as you get there. Hold, relax. Pull that leg underneath and do the same thing on the other side. Other knee comes up, back toes tucked, ankles forward, hips are level. Now, tuck under again, squeeze that back cheek, drive down, pull, don't go anywhere. Pull, keep extending that back hip, keep tucking under. 3, 2, relax. Retuck hips, squeeze glute, drive down, pull, drift forward. Stay tall, breathe. Whew. Relax, but stay. Retuck and squeeze, push down. This time press forward to send yourself back, but keep extending that back hip forward. Keep squeezing your back butt cheek. Keep squeezing and relax.
Oh, my stuff's easy compared to that right there.
Rolling.
So let's enjoy another set of rolls here. From the knees, set up your hands in a wider shape. I tend to call it the Y.
Keep going.
And from here, I'll take a hand across my chest. All good?
Yes.
Okay. Take your breaks whenever you need. So here, we're in the Y shape. We'll have a hand across the chest. And then lightly looking through the window, try to connect the top of the shoulder towards the floor. Take a breath in while we're here. Exhale and press yourself back towards the all fours position. Repeat on the other side, no rush, a hand across chest. Take a look through the window, trying to connect the shoulder towards the floor. Once you're here, take a breath. Then exhale, pressing back. Continue with the arm across chest, or follow me to the extension of having the hand out to the side and looking through. Take a breath. Exhale, press back. And then other side, nice and slow as you go through. Lauren cued the hand, arm, wrist screwing into the floor. Use the arm that's pressing yourself away to help you in your roll. One more time each side, then we'll do this one more time in a different way.
Oh, it just feels so good.
I hope so. I hope so. So making that spine nice and supple. You know, using those convincing strategies with your breath and the patient, take your time. Hey.
I'm not, I'm just pressing.
Oh, okay. That is what's coming next, those lovely rolls, if we so desire. Let's go back to that lunge and the lateral version.
All right, coming back up to your kneeling lunge here. From there, heel toe that foot to the side. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Your heel toe, sorry, my right contact lens. Your heel toe is pointing out to the side. It doesn't have to be directly beside you. I just want to make sure that that knee and that index toe are on the same line. From there, gently tuck your hips under again. Squeezing this back butt cheek, you'll feel that fire start burning up here. Keeping these hip levels, which are both your hips, drive down,
you have to
pull on the floor, and slowly start drifting again. Hips are kind of pressing forward. This is squeezing, we're drifting, and then we'll relax. We'll retuck, squeeze our back butt cheek, drive down, pull again, start drifting, stay square forward with those shoulders, and then push into the floor and press away, but keep extending this back hip forward. 3, 2, gently relax. Heel toe that foot to the front, bringing it directly underneath you, pulling the other leg up, heel toeing it to your side. Nice. Check out your ankle isn't reaching more than that knee. Tuck your back hip under, keep them level, staying square forward, squeezing back butt cheek, driving down, pulling, slight drift. Oh. Keep squeezing, keep extending. Relax, retuck and squeeze, maybe drift a smidge forward, and then push down and press away and grow up tall. Keep extending, 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 and then relax. Heel toe that foot to the front. We'll zip it underneath, and then...
One more set of those rolls.
Yeah?
Maybe just watch for a second. The last progression for this roll could include that hand turned up at the side, the look through the window, and then lifting the bum, rolling over, and ending up, and a nice sit. We could reverse that, but maybe that's a different class. So from here, we'll set up in that Y and follow through any of those beginner modifications, add one more set of those rolls each side, and have some fun rolling around. Or if those log rolls felt good, just try another set of those. From here though, Lauren takes her right hand off to the floor, there you go, and pull through in the sit, or the stand. Try the sit first, the squat stand is
almost
quite
harder.
Amazing.
These long legs.
Okay, here we go. Just a couple more. Look through the window, use that arm. Press yourself forward with that off arm. So for here, as Lauren goes, she'll pick her side if she can remember which one is to keep even, which I think is why the delay is happening here.
That's what the delay
But the left hand is at the side, and she'll press with the toes and that right hand to bring herself through in a lovely sits. Awesome. I want one more roll, and then we'll move on. Hand out to the side, looking through. I'm going to switch sides because I know I've done that side way more today. And nice and slow, use the floor to push through to your tall sit.
To your tall sit.
Tall sit. From here, let's get back up through that siza.
So from that kneeling position we were in before we did all the other stuff, kneeling, toes pointed out the back. Squeeze both butt cheeks. You can touch them. Squeeze them. Now push them through, extend your hips. Tuck your toes. Rocking back with or without your hands, find your heels. Nice, chest lifted. Good. From here, find your toes. Nice. Can we press up out of that on our toes? Find a balance. Hold in. And then with the knees straight and the hips extended and squeeze, slowly descend your heels to the floor. Shaking that out. Whew. Excellent. Zoo time, entry time?
Zoo time. Yeah, time is flying.
Time is
I think
flying.
a quick set of zoos would be pretty good here.
Okay, let's go.
Let's just stick to the elephants first. We'll go with those pachyderm exhibits first. So let's just set up our hinge for that. It's the anterior tip of the hip, so the tailbone goes back, hinging on the hips. From here, break some of those rules and bend your knees, place those hands on the floor, and perhaps modify your stance to be more in parallel with the arms. Let's prioritize that anterior tip of the hip, which is that tailbone to ceiling shape. And from there, perhaps extend the knees. Maintain the low back extension or tailbone to ceiling shape. Use the right hand, left hand, arm, the right hand,
Opposites.
left foot, opposites, to crawl around. And Lauryn and I are going in our front direction for a couple more strides. And every step, look to drive the energy through the hand and tip the tailbone to the ceiling. Going backwards might be more rich or sensational on those Achilles, calves, hamstrings, posterior chains kind of stuff. For that reason, maybe do that one more time or try to mix it up, go lateral, have fun in that, elephant crawl, and then like Lauryn is there, hinge or fold, extend, back up. Let's do a size in between and then come back to
do a little balance that replicates a
Yeah,
handstand.
that's better.
But right side up. Find your feet underneath you. Gently press the toes into the floor, extend your hips. Find that balance on two legs. Squeeze your butts. Now slowly, either stay or slowly extend your arms towards your overhead position. Once you're there, straighten your elbows. We'll elevate our shoulders because we're in a handstand, so that means shrug. And reach for the ceiling. But keep your ribs to your hips and your abs braced. And hold. And hold. And then pull your arms back down to your sides. And slowly descend down, finding your heels, keeping your knees nice and straight. Whoo! And shake that out.
That's a good drill.
Nice.
That's a good drill. We're going to monkey around just a little bit here. So create some space. Sound effects are optional. But, I said they were optional, but that's okay. You did it. Let's do it.
I have the option.
Little squats position. And then just hand, foot type of transfers. Hand, foot. And again, if it's a little bit low to the floor, we could say grab that ottoman, coffee table, as long as it's sturdy, and work hand, foot to foot. Hand, foot to foot. And last one or two, hand, foot. Hand, don't get kicked in the face. Hand, foot.
Whew.
And then stand.
It's a hard life.
And then wiggle it out. Oh, eating bananas, mangoes,
Bananas.
swinging from trees.
All right.
Count me in.
I like to do one more thing before we get up into our 3 versions of our handstand entries. And mainly, I'm just doing this for me, but I'm doing it for you. So let's go to the floor.
I suspect it's a core hold.
It is a core hold.
Yep.
I know I need these before we handstand. So press your knees over your toes. Slowly come to those toes. Stay in the same height if you can. And then drop the hips. Extend, place the knees down, push the hips through. Untuck the toes, sit. Nice. We'll flip to our back. On your back side, lying down. Finding a neutral spine, which means your back is not ramming into the floor, but it's not really arched. It's just in between and supported with the muscles on either side. So create that brace and tension right now. Now lift your knees up, pointing your toes. From here, connect your ribs to your hips by lifting your head, shoulders off the floor and bracing that core. Extend your arms out to your sides for 5 more seconds, just getting this fired up. Maybe add a single leg extension. Pull it back to center. Other side, single leg extension. Pull it back to center and relax. Either doing that same thing again or extending towards our banana. Here we go. Ribs to hips first. I did that a little bit differently. So connect by bringing those shoulders, heads off the floor. Pull your knees up, point your toes. Arms outside your body for now. Either continue here by extending one leg at a time or progress to extend both legs. If you'd like more progression, take those arms towards overhead. Hold. Up to 10 seconds more here. Breathing, shaking. 5. Squeeze everything, straighten everything. 2, 1, pull back to center and relax. We'll flip over to size it up and then we'll get handstanding here. So to that kneeling position again. Just did a 360 there. Extend your hips, pressing them forward. Tuck your toes. With or without your hands, find your heels first.
Ooh, had the touchdown.
Nice. Then find those toes. Then press up out of those toes. Find a balance. And then control the down.
There we go.
All right.
Those handstand entries.
Fired up.
If you've been with us through here to now, thank you so much. Hopefully we took it slow, staying strong, but now we get to have a little bit of fun. We practice for you at home to follow along, but we do practice for ourselves too. And on Saturdays, we like to work on our handstands. Lauren will play with her first version of the handstand as I quickly describe what's going on. If you're not sure, watch, and then I'll do the same thing with Lauren cueing me.
You can also do some crawls while we do handstands.
Right on. Lauren's preferred entry is this tripod. She'll set up, hands, shoulders on top, stiff elbows, and with one leg, kick up into the handstands position. The goal here is that there's a wall right here with a priceless work of art. Don't kick it, take your time coming up and finding that nice strong position. 1 or 2 more reps. There we go. And this is Lauren's most preferred, most practiced handstand entry, the tripod. My turn.
Let's see if the sneezes come today. Whew. All right, Ian's turn. So he's gripping the floor with those hands. Seeing that, good, enjoy the show. Seeing the shoulders stack over the wrists, pushing the floor away. Nice, those elevated shoulders. Tension through the whole body like we practiced in our other balances today. Pointing, he is alternating as I did. Off leg. Depends on you and what your practice level's at. Alternating is great.
It's a harder side.
Keeping the same side is great. Time and place.
Ooh. And one more.
One more. Nice. Breathe in, fun in.
Whew. Do what feels strong and natural, like my right-handed layup. That's jumping off the left leg. But practice that other side too, because it will make the other feel more manageable, and you'll get better at doing both. One more time on this handstand tripod. Take your time in between sets. Work I go, you go. I did about 4 or 5 repetitions, and I believe Lauren will be doing about 5 or 6 probably here. Probably an even number to keep it on both sides. Those elbows are so straight, you might hear her take that breath in to prepare, but breathe throughout.
Whew.
And gorgeous pointed toes.
Ooh.
Working one more time.
A little bit of cardio there.
My turn.
All right. Spread those fingers out wide. Find that nice base. Find that distribution through the fingers as well as those first knuckles. Trying to stack. Key. Shoulders over top. And then get those hips over top. You'll never find balance if your butt's out behind you, or either way, actually.
Us too.
Breathe. Nice.
Straighter elbows, Ian.
Straighter elbows, says Ian. Good. Reaching for the sky.
We'll get that.
And always dismounting with control.
Give the reset or the wiggle in between. Lauren battles the sneezes, and sometimes I battle the stars. So if you need to get low, do that. Size and sit progressions for things like that single leg squat are included in this next drill. Let's go knees over toes, and then a single leg, just slide it out front, and then push weight between both feet here. From here, push through the front leg, bending the back leg, and as Lauren's showing, squats position in the low body, upright upper body. Then press off the back leg, including the weight transfer through the toe, and then accept the floor out the back, push through the front, accept that weight in the back, and then press forward. Let's do that one more time. Finish with those toes out the back.
Oh, roll over them?
Yeah, beautiful. There you go. And then underneath, one last time, dorsiflexion, and then load up, pressing off the back leg. Carry through, switch to the other side. For that, we'll have knees over toes. My left leg will go out front, and then I'll split the distance between the weight between 2 feet. Hips, shoulders, head facing forward, push through the front leg, pull to the back, and then press off the back hip, extending through. Pull into the back, pushing through the front, and then load off that back leg, pressing forward, finishing with the toe. Last one here, pull. Level those hips. I'm staring at the camera. I'm cheating a little bit here. I really want to get this right. Then push through, pointing the toe, and then carry the foot through. And add the wiggle there.
Woo.
Even if the handstands aren't for you, as Lauren said, maybe crawl around, work on the down dog, and then join us for those leg or squat sets in between. I'll go. The handstand,
Kick up, step ins.
Kick up, step in.
Step ins, I guess it's called. In this one,
Team Ian, let's go. Or again, just watch.
In this one, Ian will take that step in and hands will land on the floor. When you absorb the floor with those hands, you're gripping. You're already in that elevated shoulder position. You're trying to keep those ribs to hips as you connect with the floor here. And you're growing up to the ceiling. Again, he's scissoring his legs, so alternating that takeoff leg and the landing leg.
Oh, that wasn't quite there.
And again, trying to get the stack of the hips over top, but not too far.
Not too far. Not too far.
Not too far.
Next time. There we go. So Lauren, same thing. She cued it beautifully there. The wrists are already in extension. The shoulders are already in elevation or shrugging.
Well, I didn't know which foot to land with there.
Taking your time. I'll check what her feet are doing here. She took off her right and then landed with her left. So she too, Lauren, is doing those scissoring actions of the legs. Take it easy. Find your preference. Practice a little bit of everything. Gorgeous pointed toes again today. And if you look at her hands as she pushes away from the floor, like shooting a free throw, press and finish with those wrists.
That's how I knew how to do it, because I shoot so many free throws.
So many free throws. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so again, I go, you go, 1 or 2 sets each. This will be the final set of this style of handstand entry for today.
You go. Again, you'll hear the brush of the floor with our toes as we push the floor away to get enough power to get upside down. Kick-ups are a great way to learn and to tell your body how much power you do need to kick up, what's just enough, what's too much, and then trying to find that just right every single time. So that's the kind of the point of these drills, that just right, that line for a second, and then telling yourself it's also, you know how to come out of it safely.
Nice. 2 sets for me. Final set for Lauren here. I go, you go, take the rest. Wiggle it out in between. And again, look to Lauren for some inspiration, some good cues of accepting that floor and pressing it away. Straight knees for as long as you can. They want to bend. They're looking for the floor. They're trying to keep you safe if they bend. It's strong to keep them stiff, gorgeous on cue, and then take your time to come out and try to finish on that made free throw or the handstand version that was really exceptional for you today. Let's go back to that split stance lunge. Knees over toes, check. Single leg out front, check. Let's extend those hips. Tall lunge here. Then press back. We're in that little squat stance down low. Now Lauren cued the ribs to the hips in that hollow body hold. Continue to pull the ribs to the hips as you lean back, keeping the hips extended, heart forward, and core engaged. Then press off that back toe. Twice more. Accept the floor with the back foot. The knee bends. The leg in the front stays straight. Then we're extending those hips, so give them a good squeeze and cramp. As we lean back, we're pulling the sternum towards the hips to support the spine. Then press off that back leg. One more time, toe, ball, heel. Bend the back leg, extend the hips forward, rib cage to hips. Another second, this quad is saying holy, and then push and return under. Return that leg to the front and then split the difference there. You good?
Yeah. Nope, I'm just remembering which leg was behind.
So in that case, if the right leg was behind, it came through, we could carry it through, and then we're there. And then I'm finding this out as I do this just a little bit more every week, honestly, too.
You'd think I'd remember.
So Lauren's stance looks great to me. Then we'll push the straight leg in the front, the bent leg in the back. Then extend those hips forward, reaching the rib cage towards the hips. This is my challenging side, holy cow. Hold it for an extra second or two, and then push back and through. Lauren's head and neck position is A+, kind of giving the triple chin there. Keep the scalenes engaged to help support the neck. Toe, ball, heel. Nice and controlled. Extend those hips through. My front leg is pulling into the floor, that back hip extending, ribs to hips, and then press through. And one last time, toe ball, heel in the back. The front leg pulls down, the back hip extends through, ribs to hips, hold it for an extra second or two, and then press off the back, carry through the leg. Whoa, whoa, and wiggles. I went first last time, so now Lauren's gonna go for the last version of our handstand here today. Just quick sets of our tucks.
Tucks.
Quick set of a tuck. Only one set, because let's finish with some of those core lifts. Yeah, performance enhancing tips. One quick set of tucks here. We could also do this against the wall, where the wall gives you a little more confidence that you're not gonna go butt over head or tea kettle combinations there. Wonderful. Lauren is compressing in those hip flexors, pulling in super, super tight, super, super exhausting. Have a little bit of this fun donkey kick, or try that old handstand, and you should finish on that.
Yeah,
one. That was amazing.
Whew.
Okay, here we go.
Breathing. A tuck, you need so much power from the legs to get your bottom over your head. And then once you find that sweet spot, hang out. Try to keep those credit cards. Try to keep those credit cards stuck in those hips there, not letting the hips or the knees gap away. Keep your credit cards. Whew. Still recovering here. Nice. Nice. And take a break. We should do 1 minute fun before we're done today, though.
Splits are fun.
No, 1 minute of fun, and then our splits really quick.
I can breathe in most other handstand positions. That tuck
It's so hard to breathe.
Cannot breathe in that tuck. Okay, what's your minute of fun? Like a challenge here?
Just like handstands fun for 1 minute.
Okay.
Ups and your choice of step-ins. Try to hold it for a long time. You choose.
Okay.
Sit back and watch.
Cool.
That's an option too.
All right.
1 minute of fun.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna try to hold a handstand.
Awesome. Count me in.
Get ready. In 3, 2, minute of fun begins. Man, 30 seconds. Secretly, I just always want to beat Ian. That minute of fun.
That was like 35?
Like, oh, don't make him come down first. Make him come down first. Sorry. You have 15 more seconds if you're still funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've practiced that any duration drill, but small 5, 10 seconds against the walls, the rolls around, it all aims to help. Oh, and we're doing splits.
Yeah, we gotta do both.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Just do these ones in the front.
Yeah, these ones in the front. All right. We're sitting up tall. We're gently have our arms extended out front, and you'll notice we don't have that proper posture with the chest lifted right now. We're still in that hollow body position, so try to find that. With your toes pointed and your legs nice and straight. Suck your legs into your socket, suck your belly button in. From here, lift a leg, move it, put it down. Other leg, lift it, move it. It's okay. Well, I'm sure we'll. Ready? Back to the first leg. Lift it, move it, place it down. Other leg, lift it, move it, place it. That's getting a little faster. One more time each side. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, try really hard to lift it. Move it, place it. Last one. Lift it, move it, place it. Hang out here for a couple seconds. I like to rock back and forth a little bit. My rib slides, keep my chest lifted. And then we're gonna bring those legs back together. Look at it, straighten it, lift it, move it in a little bit, put it down. Other side. Lift it, move it, place it. Other side. And again, nice straight legs, compressing in the hips. Last one. Now we're here, finishing with a double lift off. Ready? Pull it in, lift them. 5, 4, 3, 2, and land.
Awesome.
Those minutes of fun there. Thanks for joining us today on our weekend play. Play anytime in the archive. We're here whenever you need us. Thanks for joining Bars and Bells. My name's Lauren.
I'm Ian, and thank you very much for being here, as Lauren said. And we'll stay strong, we'll take care, and we'll train soon, maybe as even soon as tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m., morning routine. Hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.